Music distribution. Distribution is quite simple these days. You upload your music to a DSP, you get your music out there into all platforms in a matter of like sometimes hours or even a few minutes, right? So it's not that difficult. You can put it online and it's out there in a matter of a few seconds. On our platform, you put your music on there, it's live within a few seconds. That's how easy it is to get your music out there these days. Super, super simple. So I'm not going to talk too much about the distribution. It is important in this day and age about how you pick which channel to distribute your music with. The important part about picking the right channel to distribute your music with has other implications. So let's talk about 3 ways in which you can distribute your music today in the digital age. You got the digital music, right, which is a streaming, which everybody knows about. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because you already know how to distribute your music for streaming. Then you got the physical old school, right? The old school physical way, which is, you sell vinyl, you sell CDs, right? Again, not so popular today, but people still make money selling vinyls. It's actually a very good way to make money. And then you got a third one. Now, this one is my favorite one because it doesn't cost much money at all. It's very easy to do, very easy to set up, and very easy to monitor as well. This is digital distribution, but distributing it on a platform that you control. A platform that you control will be something like a Bandcamp or something like 7th Century Music, or even your own website. So I'll tell you what, this is my favorite method. You can do this on your own platform, on a platform like Bandcamp, or on a platform like 7th Century Music. Basically, you distribute your music digitally, almost instantaneously to everyone in the world, and it's very easy, it's very cost effective, it's very cheap, and you can get your music out there to almost anywhere in the world. Super powerful. Now, the differences between choosing which path you choose also matters, because if you choose the streaming route, it means that there's certain information you won't have access to, right? Now, I hear artists tell me all the time, hey, but T, I have access now to, billions of people that are on Spotify. And my question is always, how many people are on Instagram? People go, over 1 billion, right? For example. And I'll go, how many fans do you have on Instagram? Maybe 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, maybe 20,000. Okay. So that's great. And I understand the logic behind trying to be in a place where more people can see you because there's traffic, right? I understand the logic of that. But the traffic only works in as much as you are able to market to that algorithm. And the algorithm works like having a banner in front of a storefront. In other words, there's a lot of stores, right, in this place. And your store is sitting there as well. And your store might have a very flashy sticker. Someone else's store might have a neon sticker. Someone else's store might have people dancing in the window, right? So you have these different stores who have different ways of marketing themselves, who are showing what they have right on the storefront. Now, if you're able to compete with these stores and you're able to get like the neon sign and people dancing outside, people handing out leaflets, then fine, you get all the traffic. But if you're not able to do these things, guess what? Doesn't matter where you are, people won't really see you or even acknowledge you. Now, there's another second problem with being on all these big platforms. There's too much noise. Too much noise in the sense that there's over 100,000 songs being uploaded, right? Including AI music being uploaded onto platforms like Spotify every single day. This is the equivalent of a song being uploaded every second. 1 song, 2 songs, 3 songs, 4 songs, 5 songs, 6 songs, every second. So now if you put this in a list of songs, your song is going every single second, which is why it's hard to get visibility on platforms like Spotify and YouTube and all these other places right now, right? Even places like Instagram, your reach is not as great as it was if you started off before. So that's the second issue, there's too much saturation there. So I don't favor these methods because I think you're fighting against the tide, you're fighting against the natural kind of things, and you're gonna basically struggle to get the attention that you kind of want. So hence why I kind of say, instead of focusing on the many, use the social media platforms to kind of draw the right kind of audience. That's your storefront. Use it to kind of brand yourself. I personally like platforms like Instagram or TikTok or even YouTube for long form content, but you should pick whichever platform now works best for you to distribute your music better. So what platform works well for me? If you're a visual person, you like visual storytelling, Instagram is probably the platform for you. If you're someone who likes more personal, very kind of quick content, that's like, 10-15 seconds, TikTok reels and stuff like that, then again, TikTok is probably for you. There's different pros and cons to both those audiences. If you're someone who likes more long form content, more, wide variety storytelling, you like to talk on other subjects as well, like I'm doing with you now, then YouTube is probably doing platforms like Spotify. We're also talking about platforms that you are going to distribute your music through and distribute your marketing through, like Instagram, like TikTok, because you also attach your music to these places as well as you're doing your storytelling. So I like to look at distribution a lot more broadly than just looking at the streaming platforms. The streaming platforms are just basically the package that you put your music in and you say, hey, here's how you can have it. But look at distribution more widely, right? And if you're able to look at distribution more widely, as in what stores can I put my music in, think on, I can put my music on Instagram, I can put my music on TikTok, I can put my music on YouTube. That for me has a lot more wider range than just saying I'm gonna put my music on Spotify. Because if you're putting your music on these places and you maximize them well, then you can do a really good job distributing your music on those platforms as well. Right? So think about distribution like that.